What is up, guys? Welcome to a map walkthrough slash kind of a strategy guide for the map Stonehaven. So we're just going to run through the whole map here. I'm going to show you what personally works for me on this map and what I like to do, and basically where most of the action takes place and kind of how to run this map from what I've experienced. So stay tuned in for let's see here. Let's switch that. Stay tuned in for some actual matchmaking games of hardcore, because that's what I play. I love playing hardcore. So let's go ahead and let this begin. And I got a message. And it's cool that we spawned on this side too. You'll either spawn here or in that building when you're in this back corner side. And one little trick I can show you guys real quick here is, as soon as you guys spawn, what you can do is you can run over here, right in this little opening of this wall, depending on where you spawn, and just shoot the gate, because that's an interactive part of this map. If you shoot the gate, it'll actually drop down, and if you get lucky, the people or the opposing team that spawns inside the castle, maybe you can get that to drop and hit somebody and kill them, which is kind of funny. I've actually done that, I think, like twice out of I don't know how many times. It's just a luck of the draw kind of thing. So like I said, this is one spawn area back here in this corner, and with ghosts, at least the way it's been, the spawns can get messed up pretty easily. So I guess we'll start here from this spawn. So one good spot if you're into sniping or using the marksman rifle is to come over to this building here, and you can go on top of here, and this is a great spot to be sniping from. You have a great view of the whole map. So if we get down right here, as you can see, you have all of this open area here. If they decide to run out that way, you can even kind of see the middle there if they come straight out the gate. A lot of people are going to be running back and forth in between that gate, because that's just where one of the spawn is. And then obviously down in here and all the way over to the right, you have a great point of view from this spot here. And it's nice too, because if they kind of catch on to you, you can kind of take cover over here, and it doesn't give you very many open spots. So that's one thing I do like about, you know, sniping or using a marksman rifle from this spot, or even an assault rifle if you're really good with it. So this is kind of the first little spot here, and we'll just kind of work our way through. Right down next to this is another building where you can actually get on top of, and this is what I like to call the burning building, because it's the only burning building in this map. So here's another kind of spot you can kind of lay down up here if you want, and this is another great spot. You have more of a view than that other spot, but the issue with this is it's completely open. You don't really have anywhere you can kind of take cover at. I mean, I guess you can kind of try and hide your body behind these this wood here, but it's probably not going to work too well. So this is kind of a risky spot. You can go back here. This is the very back edge of the map. I've seen a lot of people that like to sit back here and camp with this kind of little point of view, and then this one here as well. You can't really do too much. You basically just got to wait for somebody to spawn back there and walk along this road. So you got the back part here, and then down here at the, I believe that's like a windmill. I haven't played the campaign yet, so I'm sure this has something to do with the campaign. But down here and all up in this rubble kind of stone spot is just not really a good area to be, because there's just too much stuff going on down here. It's hard to see, and it's just not a really good spot to hold down. I guess you can try and kind of work the other part of the map from here, but you just don't have a good view because it's lower than up there, so that's kind of an issue. You can try it though, but I personally stay away from this area just because I don't like it. So as you can see, it's just all rubble and broken apart, and as we get further down here, it gets even worse. You just don't have much of a view. I've seen a lot of people that like to camp this spot with the sniper. They'll basically come all the way back here, and then they'll just kind of sit here and just wait for people to walk by. But you're probably not going to get too many kills doing that, just because not very many people come down to this section of the map. So we'll just keep going around here, go along the edge of the map. Like I said, nothing too good going down here. You can't even go in there, so not a very good spot. And then here, we're coming around to the back part of the castle. This is another spot where I've seen a lot of people like to sit, so if you keep getting sniped or spawn killed in the castle, the guy is probably sitting up here and hiding behind this wall. I've seen a lot of people do this. Since the spawn area is basically right in there for spawning, people like to sit right here or even come back here all the way and just kind of plop down and just sit here and snipe and just wait for people to spawn. It's really annoying, but it is a spot where people like to sit. So now we got the inside of the castle, and when you're obviously out there, you want to be checking this spot right here when you're up at either the burning building or I don't think you really have much of a view from the building behind that, but this is an opening you can see from certain spots up there. Another spot I've seen people sit, and I think it's really stupid because you have nowhere to go, but I've seen people sit up here and try to take people out, and it just leaves you wide open. You can't even really, you can't, yeah, you can't, yeah, I guess you can lay down, but that is just, you know, you're in a dead end. If someone comes at you, you have nowhere to go except for maybe to jump, but that's just a death trap right there. And of course, you can go up into this little room here, and then you have a back view of the castle. I've seen people just camp right here and wait for people to spawn in that area as well. So this is pretty much most of the castle. You do have a little kind of dead end here as well. And then the gate, which since I shot it and shut it, you can actually take a grenade and you can actually blow a hole in it so you can go through it again. Let's wait for that. So there you go. You can actually blow that back up so you can go through it. It's kind of nice to know. Another camping spot for people is right here. Also, coming out to the back of the castle, this is a spot where a lot of people funnel through here. A lot of traffic goes on here. I've seen people just lay down right here and just wait for the other people to spawn back there to come running down this road. And then in the middle over here, there's just a bunch of hills and stuff. I'm saving the best, or my favorite part of the map for the end. Another spot is kind of right here. People like to, you know, just kind of be right here to be checking out over there, even though not very many people go there, but you do have a good kind of spot here to aim into the castle, and you can even watch the outer edge over there if people decide to go that way. You can't quite see the that little path back there too well, just for a split second if someone's running through there, but still not a very good spot. Let's go back to this edge and work our way almost to the end of this map. This is almost going to be it. And like I said, I'm saving the best spot to hold down for last. And of course, you do have these little spots if someone's trying to, you know, camp right there and just freaking snipe people, which is super annoying. You can just come right to the spot, duck down, even lay down, or you can even lean right here, just like so. So you can lean out and get people that way, which is kind of nice. And then back in here is a very, very high traffic area. We do have this building. You can go in just this room. Not a very good spot, but you can hold it down. But like I said, another dead end. You don't want to put yourself in a dead end because you have nowhere to go. You can't escape. You know, if you got two people coming after you because they know you're like in here, you just don't have anywhere to go. So a bad idea to be in there. Also back here, this is probably where most of the traffic during the game is going to be. A lot of people come through from the back of the castle up over here to this spawn point. It's a very high traffic area. A lot of people like to plant IEDs back in this area just because it catches you off guard. You got to watch this back path here. If you're holding down this area, which is one of the best spots to hold down in my opinion, you just basically watch that way or this way, and you just want to be, you know, well aware of where your opposing team is spawning at because you can control this spot pretty good. And the opposite team will spawn back there even if you're right here, which is kind of weird, but they do. And as you can see right here is one of the main spots they come through. So let's go ahead and let's go to my favorite spot on the map to hold down, which I personally think is the best. Oh, I didn't cover the little waterfall, or not waterfall, yeah, waterfall area and bridge area, but you have kind of this little valley right here, little kind of path in there, which is kind of hidden. Just be aware that people kind of come up this way as well, which is kind of right through the middle of the map. So my favorite spot to hold down on this map is this building. I think this building is probably one of the best spots to hold down. You can come right over here if you think people are spawning, you know, back in that spawn, so you can kind of control that. And you can also kind of run over to this edge. You can see a good point of view here, and also, you know, just staying around this building, you can come back here and make sure, you know, no one's coming from this way. You can even come all the way over here to see if there's a sniper right there. Just work your way back. And another reason why I like this spot is because you have this this wall right here. This wall is great cover, and it's really good to shoot over, just because it only leaves about a third of your body exposed. So you can duck down, and they're not going to be able to get you unless they have, you know, full metal jackets on or whatever they're called in this game, and, you know, blast through this wall. But still, you have some good cover. Just keep in mind, watch out for these vehicles if people, you know, throw explosives on them or something like that. You want to steer clear of those. But you do have a great view of a lot of the map from right here. You can even get a spot right here. You can see right into the gate. A lot of people spawn in there. You come over here, and a lot of people are going to spawn back there. Either going to be running down this way, or they're going to be going that way, or even down the middle. So this is just a great spot where you can get a good view of both, you know, intersecting spawn points. And that being said, this is a great spot to hold down. Even in the building, you have a nice kind of angle here where you can kind of peek out and see if anybody's, you know, spawning right there. You're going to spawn right in that building, or even right through this window. Kind of see people running through that way. Even this doorway here. Just, you know, leave yourself kind of covered. You want cover in this game, otherwise you're going to get taken out really quick. That's kind of my strategy. And that's pretty much it for this map, guys. This is the Stonehaven kind of strategy I wanted to show you guys, and kind of a walkthrough of the entire map. So, I don't know, try that out. So, when you play your next match on Stonehaven here, try to control this middle area and constantly focus on that. I think you will probably have some good results and, you know, get a lot of kills, because there's going to be a lot of traffic from the castle to the back where the buildings you can go onto, and that spawn there. Just a lot of traffic in here. So if you guys did enjoy this kind of walkthrough, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That'll help me out tremendously. And if you guys want to see more Call of Duty Ghost videos, be sure to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.